that was a piece of news. Jeez. In my last speech, I gave my 10th and final speech out of the Competent Communicator Manual. I don't want to brag or anything, but it only took me 4 years to get to this point. I know what you're thinking. Slow down, Speedy. I learned a lot in those 10 speeches. The very first speech, I learned skills that I already had, skills, most importantly, the skills that I need to work on. I learned how to organize my speech. I learned to get to the point. I learned how to say it using rhetorical devices and vivid words. I learned how to use body language. I learned how to use vocal variety. I learned how to research my topic. I learned to use visual aids. I persuaded with power, and then finally, I inspired my audience. I gotta tell you, those were great things to learn, and I am a much, much better speaker for having gone through this program. And I just want to say thank you, Toastmasters, for giving me all these skills. But I really wish that somebody would have pulled me aside before I started this program and said, you know, there's a lot of good stuff here, but there's something in here that you really should know that'll make you a better speaker. And so I've got 2 pieces of advice to give you guys, and I hope that you guys will learn from it. The 2 things I want to tell you is, the first thing is, you will be a good speaker when you complete this. But you probably will not be a great speaker. You will be a good speaker, but not a great speaker unless you practice. Going back to the rhetorical devices, practice makes perfect. Studies have shown that it takes about 10,000 hours of practice in order to be world class at anything, whether it's gymnastics, basketball, volleyball, or public speaking. So if you're only giving speeches 5 to 7 minutes at a time, once a month, will you ever be a world-class speaker? No. You need to put in some practice. But you don't need to necessarily go out and speak to people in a public environment. Jeffrey here has got a great, great tool. Take a look at this thing. You can give speeches to yourself. Review them yourself. I've got another piece of advice. This little thing, this goes in my car, goes in the little vent, and I stick my phone in here. It's the same purpose in there. So you want to know, how can I give more speeches? Well, give them to yourself. When you're going home from work, give a quick 5-minute speech. Turn off the radio, give a speech. When you're at lunch, go out, give a 5-minute speech. That way you can get those hours in and you will become a better speaker. The second thing that I would like to give you advice on is, there are 2 broad types of speeches. You have your technical speeches, and then you have your emotional speeches. Technical speeches and emotional speeches. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. It's a little tough for me to say, so lean in. I am emotionally challenged. I don't know if it's because I'm a guy or because I'm an engineer, but emotions are kind of tough for me, right? It's tough for me to write an emotional speech. Technical speeches, I love them. I could write those all day long. Emotional speeches are tough. But I'm going to tell you, if you're going to give a technical speech, you better pray that on the schedule, your competitor is giving a technical speech. Because if your competitor is giving a speech and they talk about their children, their mother, or God forbid, their dead dog, you lost. You can give a technically perfect technical speech. I don't know if that's something, you might want to write that down. Technically perfect technical speech. And your opponent, if they can give a flawed emotional speech, but if they make the audience laugh, they're going to win. So that was a great emotional speech you gave there, Alex, by the way. But this makes sense, though, doesn't it? I mean, think of your audience out here, who's going to be judging you. Are they professional? Are they professors of the literary arts? No, they're real human beings. They want to be moved. They want to be touched. They want to be entertained. And so they're going to be judging you on how well you entertain them. In an ideal world, we'd be judged upon the objectives that Anand gave me, but that doesn't really happen that often, right? I mean, how many of you guys remember the objectives that I have? See, there you go. What am I going to be judged on? How well I moved you guys, right? So, in conclusion, I had two things I had to do today. I wanted to persuade you, persuade with power, which is item number 9 on my objectives. Item number 9, and that was persuade you to practice. So that's also a rhetorical device. Persuade with practice, 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 rhetorical device. And the second thing that I wanted to do was to inspire you. Inspire you, which is number 10 on our practice, on our conflict communication manual. Inspire you to write an emotional and give an emotional speech. I look forward to hearing your guys' next emotional speeches. Thank you.